and the pandemic started, so I disconnected from the new world that I wanted to start to live with. But in the middle of pandemic, I started searching and decided to do art. So I found online music course in here. So I studied here music online. So it was very good because I learned Turkish and I made friends, Turkish friends. And yes, I was the only foreigner on that class and that course actually. So the whole course was in Turkish and I didn't know any Turkish at that time. So it was kind of confusing. What are they talking about? And after a while I get used to it and I start to understanding. So my professors was very kind to me. Also my friends, classmates, and they are translating sometimes or they changing the language only for me. So it was very nice and it's. I felt like home because they trying to help me to learning, so it was very good.
Okay,
Yeah,
amazing.
so I'm sure if I answer your question.
It's amazing. Yeah, it was good. How does the way in which the artist or the writer depicted the journey reflects or adds to the story of the journey?
Usually, when you are a foreigner or you're a migration in other countries, so you want to be a representative of your country. So, especially when you're an artist, you want to show your art, your culture, and your roots in your art. So I think at first all the artists or the musicians they are trying to show the arts of their countries, and after that, so they can mix it with the new country that they are living there. So for me, it wasn't like this because I wanted to study. I used to study music in Iran, Western music, classical Western music, and also rock and this kind of type of music. So when I moved here, I decided to continue this study. So I don't know, I'm a good listener in the Persian music, any kind of, but I have no any good information, and also I cannot play any Iranian instruments. So because of that, I have no good information and data and knowledge about Iranian music. So. I think sometimes it's a weakness for me because people ask me, so what about, could you play us something Irani or could you play music for us, Iranian music? But I don't have it. Yeah, it's kind of a bad point of my art or my music journey. But here I met a lot of musicians that they are from here and they are playing jazz, they are playing Western music, but they know very well. So it was like for me it was okay. So you have to learn the Persian music, Symphony Number 9 of Beethoven.
Oh.
And yes, that classic part is Beethoven, and the second part is some local musics from. If I'm not wrong, it was from the east side of Syria, close to Iraq. It's a Kurdish music, and I just designed this. It's not a composition; it's just designing. I designed for Ali, Ali Omar, the artist, that sculpture. So because I knew him, and. His journey was one of the amazing. If you want to, you have to go for him because he has a very unique story about his journey to coming here.
Does he live close by?
He's living in Uskudar.
Oh, Uskudar. Okay.
But I suggest you.
Okay.
Yes, because
I think we're meeting him on 14th. But no, on 14th we're going in Kadikoy. I'll message him.
Jasmine.
Yeah.
Jasmine talked to someone.
Yeah.
I think
It's Ali, right?
but the one that's far away.
Yeah, he said Kadikoy.
He's living in Uskudar. He used to work here. We used to work here together. I don't want to spoil his story, but he has a very hard and very sad story because he was in jail, yeah, torture, and yeah. Anyway, because I knew him, and he just gave me these two samples, like Beethoven and these traditional musics, and compared to his character, his behaves, and also his work, I just mixed this because it's for me it was the sound of Ali. He wanted that melancholy that you get. Yes, he wanted to make something like this. I just made 1 minute for him, 1 minute for him, and played for that, that music for Ali, and he told me, oh, okay, I want this up and down because if you listen to that, sometimes
Yes.
sometimes Beethoven comes up,
Yes.
sometimes that Turkish,
Yeah.
that Kurdish music. So yeah, he wanted to do like
Waves.
yes, going up and yes, and that stress, I think it was because of his journey that he starts when the ISIS start the war in Syria. That stress and yeah, that boy, because he's so sweet, he's so kind, and yeah.
How does the music make you feel?
For me, because I know Ali, there are lots of emotions inside of him, and how can I say? For me, it's for me I cannot find the word. I cannot find the word, but it's I cannot trust to anyone. I'm full of hate, but I'm so kind. Yeah, the mixture of this.
So it's like misanthropy with
Yeah,
compassion.
yes, yes, yes. You want to do something, but you cannot trust to anyone. Yeah, and also I don't know that singer, what does he say? So yeah, it's I don't know what he's saying, but yeah, for me it's unsafety, full of yeah, emotions and feelings, but I don't feel safe to yeah, say that or show that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Did anyone accompany them? What did they encounter along the way?
For me, it was like I was working in Iran. I had a very good life, kind of good life there. I was working, I was making money, I have my own place, I have my friends there, but I couldn't make my music, I couldn't make my art there, so I decided to leave everything and I decided to move here. And so I just decided maybe in 20 days, and after 20 days I was here alone with no one and with no any information. So how can I start to living here, find a job, I don't know, these kind of regular things that every person in the world wants to do. So it takes close to 6 months to make some experience and solve my problems and these kind of things. In the middle of these 6 months, in these 6 months, I met lots of foreigners as me, that they were here before me, or they came after me, and they have the same problems that I have here. But it was big, something about the immigration is that where are you from and what is your nationality? It can be clear your path, or it can be a problem for you if you are immigration. For me, it was like I cannot say my nationality was a good point or bad point, because sometimes it's working, sometimes it's not, compared to other Middle Eastern countries. Yeah, for me it was easy, but also it was 6 months before the pandemic. So after 6 months, I started to make connections with the musicians, local musicians, also international foreigners. But the pandemic started. Oh, I'm sorry. The